second grade. Oh, yesterday we were using symbols to help us compare our 2 3-digit numbers, and you all did a fantastic job with that. What did you learn yesterday as we were doing that? Yes, we got to look at that hundreds place first, and you all did a fantastic job looking at that hundreds place first. Whether you were using your models, whether you were using your hundreds, tens, and ones blocks in your hands, or whether you were just looking at that number and thinking a little bit deeper about it. Today we're going to do more of that, but those numbers might look a little different. Let's go ahead and get our target ready and jump right in. I can compare 2 3-digit numbers using place value. And remember, when we compare, we're using these 3 symbols. Maybe you're using the greater than symbol. Maybe you're using less than. You might even be using equal to. So be using those symbols today to compare these 2 numbers. All right. I want you to first take a look at these numbers that are written in. Group them up. Here's a number, and here's a number written in green. What do you notice about these 2 numbers? Oh, look at all those thumbs in front of their tummies. They both have 300s. What else do you notice? This one has 5 tens. It is worth 50, yes. What else do we notice about these 2 numbers? That one has 2 tens, or 20. And what else do we notice? 2 ones over here, and what else? 8 ones over here. So we have, this number is 352, or 3 tens, or 300s, 5 tens, and 2 ones. And this one is 328, 3 tens, 300s, 2 tens, 8 ones. Woo! So what do we know? If we were going to compare these 2 numbers, what will we do? I know they have the same number of hundreds, so what shall we do? Why do we look at the tens? Because they're more than the ones. When we were comparing those 2-digit numbers, we had to look at the ones placed next, didn't we? We're going to look at the tens placed next this time, right? Because if we have 5 tens here and 2 tens here, no matter how many ones I have, I still can't get up to my 5 tens, can I? So how would I write, or what symbol would I write to compare those 2 numbers? This one is bigger. And what place helps you understand that? The tens place. Absolutely. Why am I not looking at my hundreds place? Because there's a 3 in both of those numbers. So if it's the same here, we got to go to that next place, right? That next digit, which is our tens digit. Let's see if we can put this work to use. Ready? Kim and John tossed bean bags at a target. Kim earned 761 points, and John earned 716 points. Who earned more points? Let me just do one more time. Kim and John tossed bean bags at a target. Kim earned 761 points, and John earned 716 points. Who earned more points? We've got our Kim. Yes, she earned 761. How many did John earn? 716. Yep, we want to know who scored more points. Take a minute at your seats. Give yourself some private think time and see if you can show me or tell me which number was more, or who earned more points. And you have to prove to me how you know. Go ahead and go. What do you notice? The Are the same again? Yes, they are. So what are you going to look at next? And what do you notice about that tens place? So which number is more? You didn't use a picture. Where are you looking at first? I like how you underline that in the number. Why did you underline that digit? Because that one was the same, okay? So what does it tell you about those two numbers? How would you compare them? What would your symbol look like if you did that? Oh my goodness. Let's get rocking and rolling. If you need more time at home, please feel free to pause and start us up when you are ready to see what we're doing together. Okay, what does that look like if we're drawing a picture? 700s, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then how many tens am I drawing? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, yes. What about the other number? The John's. And my friend right here next to me, what did you say you noticed about these two numbers? Yes, they have the same number of hundreds. Bloop, 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 bloop. They are all the same. What else did you notice though? Yes, the tens is different. So when we take a peek at these two numbers, here's Kim's, here's John's. What do you notice about them? Oh, there are 5 extra tens, aren't there? So which number is bigger? 761. And how do you note it? How do you know that? Right. Our tens, there's more tens than there are ones. Yes. So when we compare that, there's that symbol, greater than. So how would we read that if we were going to say that in a sentence? 761 is greater than 716. Now I have another friend who didn't draw any picture. They just did this. And they said, well, that's the same, so I have to go here. And 6 is more than 1, so 60 is more than 10. Here's a 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then there's that 10. So 761 is greater than 716. Right. So when we're looking at those, we're thinking about not only here's this place, this digit, but what's its value. So 6 is greater than 1, but that helps us understand that 60 is more than 10. And if we know that 60 is more than 10, then we know this number is greater than this number. Let's take a peek at this next problem. This was a kind of a tricky one. So there were 3 friends disagreeing about how to compare these numbers. And the numbers are 542 and 524. Well, Elsa, we all know Elsa, right? She says they're equal. Same numbers. Anna says that 542 is greater than 524 because 4 is more than 2 in that ones place. Olaf says, I disagree. 542 is greater than 524 because the 4 in the tens place is greater than the 2 in the tens place. Who do you agree with and why? And I want you to draw a picture or show me a model to prove it. Show me a model, draw me a picture to prove who you agree with. And you can even write, I agree with because. see some models being drawn already. Ooh, I even see thinking about lining them up like this with Kim and John. Put a thumb in front of your tummy when you're ready to share. Who do you agree with? What was their mistake? Who do you agree with? How do you know? What was the other person's mistake? But they're, We got some good ideas going here. All right, let's ring it on back in second grade. Again, if you need more time, go ahead and pause our video and restart it when you're ready to listen in. Okay, if you agree with Elsa, raise your hand. If you agree with Anna, raise your hand. If you agree with Olaf, raise your hand. Well, I told you how to draw me a model to prove it. Can I have you share with us your model? Okay. 542. 542. Okay. 524. Does that look like what you wrote? Okay. How did this help us know that you all agree with Olaf? What did everybody else do wrong? Or what did Olaf do right? Tell me what you said. These were the same. This one was different, right? So 4 is more than 2. And why don't we look at the ones? Because you already had 2 extra 10s there, and those are more than the ones. Yes. So when we look at that, what were the other people's mistakes? Olaf looked at, there's that one, same. Looked at the 4 and the 2, and knew that 4 10s was more than 2 10s. You're right. So they just said, Elsa, those numbers are the same. They had the same numbers, but they're not in the same place. And when they're in a different place, they have a different value. So then when they're mixed up, they create a different answer. They create a different 3-digit number. Yes. What was Anna's mistake? She went straight to those ones, didn't she? Had she stopped at those 10s, she probably would have been correct. But she jumped right to those ones and looked at that wrong place. If these are different, we'll go ahead and look at those 10s first. So friends, I have a little exit ticket for you to think about today. And it's just 2 problems. I've put a circle in the middle of both of them so that you can draw your greater than, less than, or equal to. Now remember, today we've been comparing. That means seeing which one is greater or less when we're looking at 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3-digit numbers, and we're really focusing on that place value, right? Elsa did not pay attention to her place value when she looked at her number. Anna looked at the wrong place to help her. So we're looking at the value of the place that you're looking at to help us solve. I want you to use your greater than, less than, or equal to sign to help compare these 2 problems. We're going to do this one first, and then this one. 352, 328, and then 463 and 467. I should have 2 numbers written for me. I will see you tomorrow as we dive just a little bit deeper and amp up the challenge a little bit.